Brian said after the game that in the locker room, he said that it didn't feel like a rivalry. Did you get that same kind of feeling there after the game?
I mean, we're all competitive people. We try to not play the occasion and just play the game. But he had some truth to it. Like, these rivalry games, we need to show up, and sometimes they got to be gritty games. We were up 1-0. In that sense, we needed to close out the game. Maybe it comes down to a more physical game at that point, where we just need to show that we're not going to let up. But it's not the way that we wanted to finish that game.
Going off that question, if it is important, if you felt like it was important that you guys knew it was a rivalry, did it feel like there should have been more urgency to emphasize that at all?
Say it again?
If the fact that Brian mentioned that the rivalry didn't feel like it was quite there, the week of practice, it didn't feel like the design was for it to feel like a bigger game. So is there a balancing act? Do you feel like there's a disconnect between what he wanted and how you guys got to that game?
No, I don't think that. I mean, like I just said, the preparation for this game and how we set up mentally for it was there. I don't think that wasn't there. We all wanted to beat them at their home. And we knew what that would do for us and what that would do for them, depending on the result. If they win, they're going into confidence into the league now. And for us, if we would have won, we would have been at the top of the table, still competing, for that spot. And so I think mentally the way we prepared was good. It's just we didn't close out the game. And sometimes the execution's not there in some games. It's a long season, but those are things that we can correct.
Alex, just in terms of going back to the defense, did you all get stretched? As the game went on and they scored the second goal, was there you guys between the back line and the midfield, did that get stretched?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that there was, once they scored that first goal, they grew in confidence and they were able to press a little bit more. With Leo being out of the field, we lost a little bit stretching them, so that just gave them a little bit more confidence, being able to throw numbers forward and kind of wait for that counterattack. But those are the things that we need to look in the film and hopefully correct those things. And like I said, those are all correctable things that we can do moving forward.
Does possession help in that situation? Maybe possessing the ball a little bit longer?
Certainly, yeah. I mean, we sometimes you can close out games by just not letting them get the ball. And I think we didn't do a good job. I think either the second or third goal came off of a turnover midfield. And then they're countering right away. So keeping the ball would have definitely closed out the game, and that's something that we look back at and we should have done better.
When you're looking for learning opportunities out of a game like that, do you tend to focus more on the 70 minutes that you played well, or on the 20 minutes where the game got away from you?
It's tough because I think for us, we all know that we're capable and good enough to play like that for 70 minutes, and for not only that, for 90 minutes. But I think our main emphasis is how did we fall apart in the 20 minutes that we're letting goals in. I think we know what we're capable of, so it's just looking at the way we went wrong and correcting those things and hopefully improving on that.
So with that, then, do you find any positives in that game?
Certainly. I mean, I like I said, the first 70 minutes, Portland didn't really have a good opportunity that was concrete, and so I think for most of the game we were doing what we wanted to do, was limit their counterattacks, limit their opportunities up front, and exploit them. Leo got in behind so many times. We had a few times that they were tap-ins. So it's just the execution part and the 70 minutes that we played well, and then the last 20 minutes that we just could have been a little bit better defensively. That's all it was.
How did you feel about the pace once Leo was subbed off? Do you feel like that was a big shift in the game?
Yeah, I mean, there was a drop off. Like I said, as a defender, when you're not going up against someone who's I guess Jordan went on that side, but still the dynamic of it switched because the different personnel comes. You could be a little bit more aggressive in terms of defensively for them. They weren't afraid of Leo getting in behind, and there's a bit of a dynamic switch. But I don't say that that's the reason why things fell apart. But it was just a switch that kind of made us fall on our back heels. But we got to be better defensively, and that's just the final point.
Is it hard to turn the page from this one?
I don't think so. We're a top level team that's needs to have sometimes these results in order to make sure that we don't get complacent. And I think moving forward, you'll see a good response from the team.